And the aforesaid Maria Walsh that we've spoken about, the Fine Gael candidate who John Paul is tipping to get a seat, will be joining us after 6. Stay tuned.
The Hard Shoulder on News Talk.
With the all-new Nissan Leaf, the world's best-selling electric vehicle. Test drive today at nissan.ie.
Have a great afternoon with Harvey Norman, the #1 in Ireland for beds, mattresses and bedroom furniture.
Go, Harvey, go!
Citroën, 100 years of innovation, adventure, happy families and comfort. Citroën celebrates 100 years of producing cars inspired by you, including our all-new C5 Aircross, the comfort class SUV. See how far we've come. Take a test drive and discover the great range of 192 offers available at your local Citroën dealer or visit citroen.ie.
Citroën.
Being a victim of crime can be shattering. If you're a victim or have been affected by crime, the Crime Victims Helpline is here for you. Call free phone 116 006. We can listen and provide support. We can answer questions about the criminal justice system. Crime Victims Helpline. Call us on free phone 116 006.
Upskilling with a recognised qualification is one of the most effective ways to boost your job role and stay relevant in an ever-changing labour market. For over 30 years, IBEC has been delivering accredited Masters and CPD diplomas and certificates in management, leadership, health and safety, industrial relations and employment law. We can deliver these courses in company and tailor them to your organisation's specific needs. Stay relevant and bring new skills and knowledge into your organisation. Log on to ibectraining.ie for details and a free consultation.
Liam Gallagher, live in concert with very special guest Jerry Cinnamon at Irish Independent Park, Cork on June 23rd. Tickets
Oh, celebrate!
on sale now. Additional charges may apply. Subject to license.
Don't like
Liam
that
Gallagher
Blue Ridge on
with
there.
very special guest Jerry Cinnamon live in Cork this June. Tickets on sale now.
MSL Grange Motors offer the largest selection of pre-owned Mercedes-Benz models in South County Dublin, and we offer them at great prices. So if you're in the
How's it
market
going,
for a quality
guys?
pre-owned Mercedes-Benz, visit
How you
msl.ie
doing?
/Grange used
Cause
to browse our stock.
celebrate! It's almost 6 o'clock. It's not. It's 5:30.
Every item in every store reduced.
Welcome to
No
Mercedes.
exceptions. Don't miss out. The Bargain Town sale is
John.
The Hard Shoulder.
With the
John.
Nissan Qashqai, the best-selling crossover of all time. Nissan. Innovation.
We're gonna take the
that excites.
Benzer.
This is News Talk.
Lots of texts in relation to Gwydion Prince, in relation to
How you doing there, guys? Turn Ivan off for a moment there. What's going on? Just had to get myself one of these invisible bananas and a lovely crisp can of fucking San Peli aranciata. Alan Shatter was recommending the arancino. I was speaking to Alan Shatter the last day. He was recommending the arancino. Which is actually an Italian breaded bit of mozzarella. Aranciata, of course, is the blood orange. And that's a great little piece as well, if you can get your hands on a blood orange. Not even a San Peli, but a blood orange. It's almost 6 o'clock. Bruno, thanks very much for the fucking thumbs up on the Cardi B. Steve Jennings. Keith Mullins, how are you, bud? Thanks so much for the Gaelic Games. Gaelic Games 2 and hurling. Ripped ISO. Don't know if you're aware there, guys, out in the stream world, but Keith Mullins there really delivered. He ripped those games. He had all 3 of those games. Gaelic Games 1, Gaelic Games 2, and hurling. And he ripped those babies to ISO. stuck them in a zip file, lashed them over the interweb. Fiber optic broadband download speed up to about fucking 55 megabytes per second average. Had that in no time. Most of that last night. Thanks very much, Connor's Black Banana.
After the week I've
But as you can see here, guys, the keying, it's keyed out because it's not black, it's pure yellow, bordering on a greenish tinge, which kind of interferes with the key. It's not the solid key that I want, but it's as good as we're gonna get for today. Also, gotta say big shout out to Ecuador for producing some of the best bananas this world has ever seen. You also produce some amazing creatures. We had a good guy out there doing great work. His name was Charles Darwin. He went and took a boat out there called the Beagle. Spotted a few Galapagos turtles. He also made a few observations about some of the beaks of the birds out there. Gotta say, some of his findings were seminal. If you don't know him, check him out. Charles Darwin wrote a book there a few hundred years ago or whatever called Origin of the Species. Basically went on to refute a lot of the Christianic claims that were made about humans. Namely, that we were created by God. Although he didn't refute God. He basically said that we all came about through change in time. As we all know, tax and time is another big, big thing that we need to get to grips with if we're to live our lives in a great way. You want to get yourself a great Zurich pension plan as well. Nick Babish, how you getting on? Mist, Neil Mellon, Dara Brown, Lucy, Matthew Smith, Dane V, Cream TWS. Great to see you guys.
cause celebrate. I just put pen to paper on a new pension deal for
Brain Schlub, thanks so much, buddy. Thanks so much. Really excited. Just back from Monaco myself. Where I was at the Monaco Grand Prix. The Grand Prix. Fantastic business. Lewis Hamilton, Mercedes. Big shout out to you, Lou. Muttman.
to your local Mercedes.
Muttman 3002.
The new Mercedes.
Get yourself down to your local Mercedes dealership, Muttman, and check out the latest Mercedes. Now, we've got ourselves a little bit of a wheel here.
Now, I'd offer you a bit of Schlur, but I raided most of that last night.
Thanks very much, Eddie Schlurvine.
I think I've had.
Big shout out, Eddie Schlurvine. Let's listen to a bit of Yates here until we get into the track.
Go out Lufthansa, come back SAS. You'd be stunned at the amount you'll save by doing that. So that's the first thing. Don't just stick with the two we know to get off this island.
Okay, Sky Scanner.
Sky Scanner!
Sky Scanner. It might be a bit premature in terms of our trips to Strasbourg and Brussels.
Strasbourg!
Is that the way to go for accommodation?
This is a hugely popular website, and look, it has its flaws, not least because it keeps with these irritating pop-up ads, which are about to be made illegal, kind of telling you, oh,
Just a big shout out from Muttman 3000. Thanks for the dono, bud. He says he broke both his arms recently. This stream always helps to keep the spirits up. Luckily, I just put pen to paper on a new pension fund at Zurich. So I think everything's going to be sound. Shame about the arms, bud. Hopefully you can get those babies cranked up and ratcheted again. Just doing this. Maybe spend about 10 minutes out in the garden doing this every day just to get them back into functionality, do you know what I mean? Other than that, come and see me. I know a great specialist. He's a physician, and he also is available. If you've got a VHI, they'll cover it. I don't know what kind of plan you're on, but make sure you've got a plan. Please, Muttman, tell me you've got a plan, at least. 5-year plan? Look, let's have a little go here. First time using the wheel, guys. Can't really vouch for how good or bad this is gonna be, but fuck it, let's do this.
I've just spoke to your wife.
What about a pie chart?
Being a victim of bank fraud.
Thanks so much, pie chart.
Only 5 people are looking at this. There's only one left. All that nonsense, which everybody gets annoyed with. But the beauty of Booking.com is that you can opt for free cancellation. So if you're going on your holidays in July or August or September, you can book now, guarantee your place, but you don't have to pay until.
Look at this. We've got a new rest.
Very near, and you can cancel.
At no cost.
You can.
Sam Pelly bringing out the new recipe, guys. Little changes. As we all know, there's a new sugar tax on most soft drink beverages. So, the guys over at Sam Pelly have refined the recipe. Let's have a little look at the back of the can before we get going here. Sparkling orange beverage with 16% orange juice. From concentrate, with sugar and sweeteners, ingredients, water, orange juice from concentrate, 16%, carbon dioxide, orange extract, acid, citric acid, stabilizers, pectins, natural orange flavoring, more sweeteners, steviol glycerides, natural flavorings, sweeteners from natural origin. Best before end of the month. See base of can for details. Store in a clean, cool, dry, and odorless place, away from direct sun and freezing temperatures. Not my words, guys. The words of the guys over at fucking Sandpel.
It's almost 6 o'clock. Time to get down to your local Mercedes dealer and ask about test driving the new Mercedes.
Thanks so much, Moatman 3000. Great to see you back in this little box, bud. Have you ever had any tales from the mythical original Moatman that future society is modeled after? Well, not yet, but I've heard that there are some Moatman prophecies on the way, guys. In a not too distant future, you're going to be hit with a new batch of Moatman prophecies. Oh, it's so crisp. That is so crisp. That really is a crisp can. Boom. Boom time. Pure boom time, guys.
Let the boom time. Let the boom time. Let the boom time.
Oh yeah. All right.
Let the boom time.
Sam Pelly all fucking night.
Let the boom time.
Just relax, guys. Sit back and enjoy the ride. This is Drivetime with Conor Williams in association with News Talk and Ivan Yates.
Let the boom time. Let the boom time.
Ivan Yates.
Let the boom time.
Ivan Yates.
Let the boom time.
Filter it so that when you're putting in what you're looking for,
Yates.
3-star, 4-star, in the Algarve, whatever, one of those filters is free cancellation. And that means that you can book a room. You'll pay a little bit more now for it, but it means that you're not paying all your money over, that it's non-refundable. So that's a really, really good option. And then if something better turns up near the time, because that website is populated all of the time with hotels.
Brian,
as they
thanks
come,
so
beds
much,
come
buddy.
available near the time, you might get something better. The other thing is, I always avoid.
Thanks so much, Ryan, who says he's having his first child this week. Best of luck, bud. Hope it all goes well. Hope you've got yourself sorted out with a nice big pension plan. Spud too. Good guy. Good guy. Really, really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Let's get on the track, guys. I don't want to waste your time. You sure as hell don't want to waste your own. That said, let me just put a light on in here.
Room only, and of course, if you're
Zurich.ie!
needs to be told to go self-catering.
You should too, John.
Zurich.ie! Zurich.ie! Get yourself down to your local Zurich broker.
Let the boom time.
You fucking joker. Have you got a 5-year plan? Have you got anything in your hands? Do you have a lump sum at the end of it?
Time to get down to your local
Thanks so much.
dealer and ask about test driving the new
People before profit.
Let the build time. Let the build time. Let the build time. Let the build time.
I just spoke to your wife.
That's better.
The build time.
That's better.
Build time.
Thanks so much, everyone. Let's get on the road here. Jake Richardson says, could you have a word with Alex O'Keefe? He's 38 and he still hasn't been on to Zurich. Well, Alex, what you doing, buddy? You twiddling your thumbs? Go on. You need to have a long, hard look in the mirror and then a long, hard look at a pension plan.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
Let's get going. We're here until, oh God, it's only 15 minutes. It's quarter to fucking 6, guys. It really is almost 6 o'clock. We're gonna have a real good time now. First things first, we're gonna take this nice and easy. This is drive time with Conor Williams. We're gonna take this one easy. We're not gonna go for gold, not even silver. Our ambition is to get a nice, comfortable bronze at least. And I want to say a big thank you to everyone. Zurich.ie, thanks so much, man. Thanks so much for that. And Jake, People for Providence, Spud.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I was down Monaco there. Wait a sec now, just want to see. Going slow here just to check the sound, is the levels are okay with you. Don't want anyone's ears blown out of the equation. Nice bit of force on this, nice bit of downshift. Just back from Monaco, yeah, I got the flight back from Cannes there yesterday evening. Flew right into Dublin and it's fucking mental because, Christ. Let's start that again, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
John, get a grip.
Get a grip, John.
You're 38.
Thanks so much, John. Thanks so much, but you're 38. Have you even thought about anything? Do you have a plan at all? I'm not on about fucking 5 years, John. I'm on about 5 minutes. Do you know what I mean? This isn't playtime anymore. You're not at school. Shouldn't have to be. Matt Ryan.
Grip.
Hope you're all right, buddy. Long time no see. Have you got onto Zurich yet? We're at the Hatzenbach. But the likes of yourself, Matt Ryan, and Anonymous there who donated the $5, that's fucking kind. But you're not babies anymore, do you know? I shouldn't have to be spoon feeding you. Boy, oh boy, I cannot believe I'm here after what was a sensational and fantastic and expensive Monaco Grand Prix. We're down there courtesy of my friend Zonad and, it must be said, Lewis Hamilton, the hamster, who rode to victory in memory of the late great Niki Lauda the weekend after scoring pole, managing to edge out Max Verstappen, who was trying to give him a bit of fucking jip on the final chicane, the Nouvelle chicane coming out of that tunnel. Absolutely disgusting behavior. But a bit of oversteer here as we hit the fucking Schweidenkreuz. But more tales about that weekend coming up, guys. We've got a couple of cool videos to play for you. We've also got 6 o'clock coming up. It's only it's 10 minutes to 6, guys. If you don't know, or if you're not in the know, you need to get down to your local Zurich dealer and also check out fucking Mercedes and the latest line of AMG class Mercs that they've got coming off the fucking showroom. Fresh out the showroom. I seen them yesterday coming off the back of a truck and they still smelled like they were inside a fucking box. Even though there was no box enclosing them, guys, they looked fresh. And the rubber, it was like you could take a piece of paper with some pencil and hold it up against the rubber tire and you'd be able to erase the stuff on the paper. It was like using a fucking rubber in the classroom back at school. Great times as we head into the Metzgersfeld now. Still just testing out the pedals and this downforce downshift on this fucking steering wheel, guys. But absolutely phenomenal weekend. Started off last week. Haven't seen you guys since Thursday when I went to Cannes. And we were at the film festival there. Zonad has a little Grey Goose pop-up truck. And it just pops up wherever he goes. He can just bring that. It's like a mobile fucking goose truck, you know? And it has bottles, liters and liters of the stuff. And it's also got baguettes. Has a little bread oven, you know? He bakes bread in there. And dishes out the vadi as well. So, really was a fantastic and luxurious time. Myself and Eddie Jordan as well, we were there. God, oh God, we had to give Jordan was getting some slagging for the in the WhatsApp group even before we left, you know, on the way to the airport. Oh, bit of oversteer, nothing I can't handle. But the lime green kiwi effect is just after overtaken on the Bergwerk, which is a real stop. Get out of my way. Fucking, do you know who I am? That's the way you got to deal with those coochie coos, man, because he'll be looking now out of his windscreen. He'll see me shaking the fist. And you, soccer mom, get off my road. This is the fucking M50. It's not a training ground. Taking it nice now into the Kessel-Shan. Interestingly enough, I was reading a book about the Stalingrad War. And, the German soldiers were trapped inside a little pincer movement there, a sexy little pincer movement by the Ruskies. They had them trapped in a Kessel. It was cutting off all the food supply lines. They couldn't get any meat, any food, any ammunition to the guys, the Nazis, inside the Kessel. So the poor Nazis, I don't know, it's a bit of an oxymoron. Could you be a poor Nazi? I'm not sure. As we enter here, the carousel. Fucking too much oversteer there. I'm thinking about getting a pair of fucking leather Sparkos. Ah, we gotta reverse, man. No. Not going great, guys. Not going great at all. Where was I? Sorry, I went from Eddie Jordan to Stalingrad. It just gives you a little bit of an insight into where my head is at the moment. Up my arse. I'm in one anecdote, I'm out the next. But I was reading this book, and they couldn't get any supplies into the Germans. So the Germans were feasting on their own horses. Do you know? These were draft horses that were used to carry ammo. They started eating them. What an absolute shit show. They were freezing to death too. Apparently they were eating rats. Gives you just some idea of the depravity of war and the lengths to which man will go to achieve an ideal. As we entered the Fukenschrooner, one of my favorite bands, apart from all the graffiti on the road. Really off-putting when you're driving this, you know? But it's nothing to me. Conor Williams, former senior sales executive with Mercedes Ireland for 15 years, okay? I won awards for that. I was also made partner at KPMG by the age of 23. Left college, not only a 2-2, but it didn't matter. I had the connections, and also, I had the gumption. Gap year in Bagugu, teaching the locals how to cook mince, and also boil rice, even though that was their primary source of subsistence living. It took me, Conor Williams, a guy from 1,000 kilometers away, to teach them how to properly steep the rice, which they didn't do before boiling it. I told them, guys, when I come back next year, I'm gonna bring you a big fat pie chart, which is gonna tell you how to do it and what kind of temperature is best, and also what other cultures cook rice and how they do it too. Maybe even a bar chart, guys. Maybe even a bar chart as I fuck this up. It's tough. It's tough. Gotta say, one of the hardest games or cars I've ever driven. This is a real tough one. This isn't. We're fucked. Fucking fucked, man. Sorry. San Pellegrino. It's so refreshing. Why didn't you have some, John? If you don't want some, just say. I won't bite your head off or anything. Really, really nice flavors there. An amazing drink. Big shout out to everyone out at San Pel. I've got a 6-packer of that in the fucking glove box. Good friend of mine, Lonnie Juicy, sent it over via Airpost. And it arrived cool. It arrived in a Lonnie Juicy special cool box. Hopefully I'll be able to introduce you to him one of these days. He's a good guy.
John.
Pilly Willy Moppy, thanks so much.
You're 38.
Dangerous Dave needs to get his pension going. Well, I hope that you're out there watching Dangerous Dave, man, and get that stuff going. Okay? Get that stuff going fast. A lot of donations. Thanks so much. I can't believe it.
Time to get down to your local Mercedes dealer and ask about test
Martin
driving
C.
the new
Thanks so much.
Mercedes.
Thanks so much. Brannick, check out my project GoFundMe. I'll check it out. Women v Warlords. Can't click that link right now, Brannick, but I will later on. Thanks so much, Martin C.
I just spoke to your wife. You've been the victim of bank fraud.
It's almost 6 o'clock, guys. Let's just try and get to the end of this fucking thing. Oh, we're restarted. No problem. That's no bother. That's not going to be a problem, John. It's almost 6 o'clock. Can you feel it?
John, get a grip.
Get a grip,
You're
Burke.
38.
You're 38. It's almost 6 o'clock, guys. It's almost 6 o'clock. I'm really pumped. Are you pumped? Are you pumped? Because if you're not pumped, then you're going to be slumped.
Cause celebrate. I just put
Take advantage of great 192 offers at the new generation event, including trade-in.
Killian William,
Up to
thanks so
€3,000
much.
From June 5th to 8th at your Toyota dealer.
Killian William, cheers, bud.
Built for a better world.
Killian William comes in with the 420 donation.
Live at Dublin St. Anne's Park.
Max, baby, how's it going, man? Thanks so much.
Tickets $49.90 on sale now. Additional charges may apply, subject to license. The legendary Nile Rodgers and Chic bring their spectacular live show to St. Anne's Park. Tickets on sale now.
Comrade Cactus,
With a
thank
recognized
you.
qualification is one of the most effective ways to
It's almost 6 o'clock.
stay relevant in an ever-changing labor market.
Stay relevant.
For 30 years.
I need to stay relevant. CBD diplomas. Leadership.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
Sweet beats, thanks so much. Can't believe it. It's coming up to 6. It's coming up to 6, man. It's coming up to 6.
Favorite destinations with increased flights, complimentary seat allocation, and a 30-kilogram bag allowance as standard. Book now at QatarAirways.com.
Conor's in, man.
Qatar
Thanks so
Airways,
much, buddy.
Going places together.
News Talk Traffic and Travel.
Thanks to Just Eat. Ordering for one or for the whole family. No order too big or too small. Just Eat.
Find your flavour.
In County Meath, the M1 northbound is closed after junction 7 Julianstown due to a vehicle fire. Traffic extremely heavy on approach back before junction 6 Balbriggan. So you'll need to exit the motorway at junction 5 earlier to avoid getting stuck in the tailback. In Wicklow, there's almost a 3 kilometre queue in the N81 southbound approaching the Ballinascorney turnoff. Works there have finished up for the day. And in Offaly, the N80 is closed on the Leash side of Tullamore after a serious crash.
Burn the bond holders. Thanks so much.
Traffic diversions are in place. Newstalk Traffic and Travel with information supplied by the AA.ie.
The Hard Shoulder.
With Nissan. Number 1 for petrol in Ireland. Number 1 for electric. Nissan. Innovation that excites.
This is Newstalk.
Still to come in the next hour, more reaction to the results coming out of the country's count centres as we get a clearer picture of what our local councils will look like and the MEPs we're sending to Brussels. Plus, as we grapple with the controversies over the National Children's Hospital, what are tender processes like for much smaller companies around the country? And what to do when silence descends in a relationship? Stephanie Regan, our resident psychotherapist, answers a listener's query. Keep the text coming 53106. But let's get the latest news headlines now from Eamon Torsney and all the sport from Richie McCormick.
Well, it's lights out here and away we go for the official 2019 Monaco Grand Prix on Network 2 as we enter the first chicane. Cheeky boys riding over the apex under the Pirelli tires. They'll get a fucking bollocking in the pit stop for that. Dog Hamilton now sliding in smooth into the casino turn, fast and hard. I was at the casino last night, myself and Zonad. Things took a turn for the worse after he took umbrage to an Arabian waiter's cheek. Ended up slapping him. Jeez, look at the sparks on that. Little clank of the chain here, that's so cheeky. That's so cheeky. Let's have a little look at that again on the sky cam. He came in tight and hard on the inside, tried to make a fucking monkey out of him. Tapped the barrier or something like that. Maybe his tire got caught up. Whatever the weather, he's going to be ruining that one in the hotel bar tonight. Look at this. Fucking tire's gone pop. He's driving with no tire, man. As he glides into Le Trois Corlons, the fifth and final turn of the Monte Carlo dissection squad. That the rubber is blown out fast like a condom from Aldi or Lidl or one of those places. What can Verstappen do here? He's being coochie-cooed by a bit of monkey business in the side. The McLaren, who is it, Dog? We don't know, but it's fucking not right, and someone's gonna get a Billy Bollockin after that. Speaking of bollocks, look at this. We've got a car park here at the Rascats. Green flag is out. A couple of fucking day trippers just parking up. Where are you going shopping, lads? It's gonna cost you a lot of money, especially around here. Bottle of water, €10, gone. Thought that'd get you moving. Over at the Ferrari pit now, where some lad stuck a jack lifter under the front spoil pipe. As we cross over back to the Rascats, where we had the car park earlier on, and what's this? No way! A three-way blow by Williams and fucking Vettel, I think. And it's almost 6 o'clock now. We're coming up to the last stretch of the race. It's a two-horse affair between Mercedes and Red Bull. Mercedes, Red Bull, throw a bit of Grey Goose in there, you'll be describing my night last night. I'm still a bit rough around the edges, but I got a bit of rest in the pop-up gooser and I'm feeling fantastic at the moment. As we're coming out of the tunnel now, Verstappen's going to try and overtake Hamilton. He's pushed him into the apex. The neck of Verstappen trying that on. Let's have a little look at the replay there. Here he comes up to Hamilton, trying to fucking twinkle with his tires. That scummy maneuvering there. He knew what he was doing. Max for strap on. Yeah, go on.
Monsieur,
yeah.
Excuse, you're being very loud.
Do you know who I am?
We try to record sound.
Do you know who I am? Get the fuck out of here, man. And there he is, the Lou Banger. Fucking shaking that mullet and Shannon, shake it, baby. That's all from Monaco. It's almost 6 o'clock. Conor Williams, Mercedes. Thanks so much there, Conor Williams, who is me, presenting to you my highlight reel from the Monaco Grand Prix there. I was actually doing the comms. I was in the comms box. Great day. Fucking great day. And it's just nothing unusual for me, you know. I actually do a lot of that stuff. And I'm available
John,
as well.
Get a grip.
Ryan Elliott, thanks
You're
so much,
38.
man. Thanks so much. Ryan Elliott, really kind of you, man. Very, 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 very nice. I hope you've been to see Zurich. I really do. That's all I can say. That's all I can say to you. But yeah, fucking great stuff it was, you know.
John, get a grip.
Gatsby, thanks, baby. Thanks. Might take you down for a spin later on in the new AMG. Now that I look at it, the banana, it's not ripe. It's still green.
I've just spoke to your wife.
That's Linus.
You've been the victim of
Thanks
bank
very
fraud.
much. And it's great to see you. I don't think you were around for the last few streams. I'm not sure, maybe you were. But I hope you've seen them. Because there's been a variety, there's been a few different things. There's been an EastEnders one.
I've just spoke to your wife.
Tom, thanks so much.
You've been the victim of
There's been a
bank
few other
fraud.
things going on too. A few sketches, which I'm sure you'd appreciate, Matt. Because you're a man of taste.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
That was such a 6 o'clock. Really came up hard on that 6. Really came up hard. Real 6-speeder. Yeah, that was the Monaco Grand Prix. I go there every year, like, you know. I have a reservation at the Carlton, courtesy of Zonad. And bit of trouble there in the Carlton Casino because he'd had too many goose, and the Arabian waiter said something to him in passing. Didn't resonate well with Zone, and he took it upon himself to give him an open-handed slap, which I thought was uncalled for. And so did the Tinders. There were a couple of Tinders there as well. They were horrified, and one of them took the phone out and she started recording. And I was like, fucking give me that phone here. Had to grab the fucking thing out of her hand and delete the video she was recording. I was like, no one's gonna see this, alright? No, there's nothing to see here. And that was the end of them. They fucked off. Myself and Zone thrown out of our own hotel because of his debauchery. In the end, then, we were starving, you know? We didn't have anything on us because the fucking wallets were left in the room. They wouldn't let us collect our stuff. It was a shit show. So we had to go down to the 7-Eleven and buy a baguette and a fucking bit of Laughing Cow and a bit of salami. And we ate that down by the harbour. We ate that down by the harbour. Whoa! Easy, Tiger! I said to Zone, listen, man, you need to fucking go see you need to go see someone when we get home, Zone. And he said, you know anyone? I was like, yeah, I'm actually seeing a shrink myself now. More than ever, especially since the impending, Gardner investigation. Which is still a fucking thorn in my side, Annie Lennox style. As you know there, guys, there was a bit of nasty business with a body found. And they were after they took in for questioning a lot of different Mercedes drivers. Fucking muggins here. And don't I have the exact same make and model as the one that they were suspecting of being used in the dastardly deed that was murder. But I've got a great lawyer, great solicitor, best in the biz. Friends with Gerald Keane, actually, although it isn't Gerald Keane. But he was taken under Keane's wing. Like Icarus. You could say Jerry was Icarus, his father. And he said to the young fellow who's representing me, don't fly too close to the sun. But your man did, and he also managed to survive. That's how good he was. He's better than Keane. Really is better than Keane. And the guards are still stumped. They held me for 12 hours. They got an extension. Justice Fitzgibbon gave an extension. And further questioning, they couldn't really put anything on me, you know. But look, we'll get through it. When I said to Zone, you gotta go and see this guy. He's an amazing shrink. He really does the business. Picks me up when I'm feeling low and at my wit's end. And I begin to question everything going on in my life. Whether or not everything I've done up until now has all been an absolute big fucking waste of time. Or has it? And I still believe this. Has it been the best body of work known to anyone in my circle? Of course, I did have a larger circle, and that body of work wasn't better compared to some of those guys. So, like flies, they had to be dropped. Couldn't deal with them in my realm. I learnt that one from the great Jordan B. Peterson. He actually had a lot to say on the negative impact of people who hold you back in life. They may be close, but they may be too close for comfort. They could be keeping you trapped in a box and or leading you down alleyways of dark depression. That said, it's always best to take everything with a pinch of salt because you never know. My shrink always says to me, look, Conor, you take things too seriously, man, and you're actually paranoid. You think everyone's out to get you and I was overthinking things for a while, like, you know, guys, I was getting home from work. You know, I'd be driving the Mercedes home from work. I'd get in, I'd sit down. My wife would say, Conzo, are you okay, honey? I'd be like, listen, love, not tonight. I'm off. I'd just grab the keys, get back into the AMG, and do 5 laps of the M50. Do you know? It wasn't healthy. It was not healthy.
It's 6 o'clock.
By the time I don't know if you've ever done 5 laps of the M50 while it's depressed, but it takes up a fair amount of time. And then once that's done, dawn was breaking. I was only getting back into the house like some kind of dirty stop out. Although I wasn't cheating or partying, I was just driving. Drive time. Listening to new news talk podcasts really got me through some hard times. Ivan Yates, and even sometimes the Today FM Matt Cooper podcast would throw up nuggets of wisdom, interviews that would sear my brain. Couple that with a bit of Sam Pelly, and you've got a recipe for fucking pure bliss. The crux of the matter was, though, that I was listening to Matt Cooper
6 o'clock.
too much. I actually had too much Coop in my brain. I started to mix the Cooper with the Gooser, the Grey Goose. That's when I had the accident, and I had to go to hospital. And I also got banned for 3 months. Fortunately, it was only 3 months. It should have been a lot longer, but I know the guard, everything was okay. As we hit the first strap-on, long, hard, straight. I think we're going for a solid shit bronze at the moment. I'm sorry about that, guys, but it's the first time I've got through the Bill sign using this wheel here as we enter the Antoinucci bush. A real lovely chicane here into the home rain. Cruising that brake down to about 3rd gear as we enter the last little tickler. Give it a bit of sherbet. Pop the Glock. 9mm. Make it go bang. It's almost 6 o'clock. Get down to Zurich, babe. Get down to Zurich, babe. It's a sexy little bronze. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks so much.
Cause celebrate. I just put pen to paper on a new pension deal.
Don't be a pleb, get Zurich.
You should too, John.
Thank you very much, and it's such great advice too. Really is such great advice. Can't believe the level of advice out there. I thought I was the only one that could dispatch such solid investment advice. But it seems as though there are a whole generation of you out there.
You're 38.
Thanks very much. How'd you pronounce that? Theo, is it? Premium 6-star stream. Here, take these €6. I fucking will. Thanks very much. That'll go towards the next bottle of Gooser. I've got a bit of a goose fund. Conor Fowler, thank you.
You've been the victim of bank fraud.
Unfortunately, Conor, you've been the victim of bank fraud. You've no money left in your account, Conor. The credit union are on to you about the loan that you need to repay.
I'd offer you a bit of schlur, but I raided most of that last night.
Thanks very much,
You don't
Anonymous.
blame me, though. After the week I've had.
After the week I've had, Anonymous, from Cannes Film Festival in the little Gooser truck, right over to the Monaco Grand Prix with the Lou Dog. I made a little vlog as well.
John, get a grip.
Young Von
You're 38.
Thanks so much, man. You're 38. Get a fucking grip. Yeah, look, guys, don't just take it from me. I made a little vlog while I was over there because I thought I want to share these memories with you. That's why it's Zurich.
Cause celebrate.
March.
I just put pen to paper on a
That's
new
why you gotta
pension
talk to
deal
March.
for
It's
Zurich. You should too, John.
Good buddy of mine, Morch, drives an Audi. Don't hold that against him, though. He also holds a key holder for the Zurich brokership out in Cabinteely. We might go there one of the nights, break a bit of bread, sip a bit of schlur, and hammer out the deets on a brand new pension plan. That's if you want, like. I'd offer you a bit of schlur as well, but I fucking hammered that the last night after the fucking week I've had. Monaco. Go on. I hope you're all doing all right there. How are you getting on in the chat? Quick look there at the chat. Evan Scanlon. Warburton. The Mutant. Someone saying radio volume up. I can put you on this, Justice. Justice.ie. Henry Theakston, Patagonia. Owen Thompson, Killian William, Ryan N, Max Darwin, Dale Highland, Reese McQuillan. The names are just tripping off the tongue. Real potassium boys, you know? Just gonna crack open another can of San Pelli. In the meanwhile, I'll show you the little vlog I made from Monaco and Cannes. Hey guys, what's going on? Connor Williams here with a vlog update. Just letting you know how things went on the weekend. My friend Zona was running the Grey Goose Bar. It's like a pop-up bar down in Cannes, which was basically a bar on the strip for the plebs. An exclusive groovy VIP lounge for people such as myself at the back. So we're there at the film fest, mixing it up down there. We thought, fuck it man, wind up the Gooser here. Fucking bring the Gooser down to Monaco. The Goose Lounge transformed into a mobile goose unit, which sold breadsticks as well on the side, and we just fucked off down to Monaco for the Italian Grand Prix. Straight down to Monaco, where I was gonna be Lewis Hamilton's kit man. Lewis is such a sweetheart, and he was really happy when to see me, you know, because he does get nervous before the race. I usually settle the nerves. Don't know who these other people are as a kid there. Don't know who the kid was. I don't know who the black lad was, but he was a nice guy too. A few hours to go before the race. I said to Lou, look Lou, I'm a little bit fucking stale from last night. I'm just gonna go and catch a few fucking Z's. Lou was like, that's no problem, Connor. Went back to the Gooser, and there's no one there yet, you know, we hadn't opened up. So I just got fucking 40 winks on the fucking Grey Goose couch. If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. The great thing about Goose is that the hangover is really pure. It's not a fucking heady skag buzz. It's definitely not a fucking body blow. It's more like a kind of all-encompassing goose cloud, goose cloud, goose cloud, goose cloud. The only prob I'd say is that your farts smell like goose shit. The fact that Mercedes were willing to bring me on as a technician and a Lewis Hamilton motivational speechwriter really helped give Lewis the boost he needed. Like, you know, after he won the race, it was time to party. Back to the Goose Lounge. I had this cool kind of Ivan Yates soundscape, which I made up. That really went down a blast. Everybody had a blast.
Leprechaun, 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 leprechaun. Who do you actually think you are? Leprechaun, 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 leprechaun. Who do you actually think you are? Leprechaun, leprechaun, who do you actually think you are? Leprechaun, leprechaun, who do you actually think you are? Leprechaun.
Just fucking boogie the night away, like, you know. Thanks so much there, Conor Williams, for the lovely shot of Monaco. Really set the scene there, and really actually did really well to get out of your commitments, your professional commitments with Network 2. Doing comms on the race. And what a great race it was. Also, guys, let's just take a moment here to remember Niki Lauda. Zurich life, .ie. Great stuff there. Big shout out to Nikki. What's the Yates are saying before we get going here?
Knocking Stock in 2019. This July 19th, 20th and 21st, Ireland's most picturesque festival is back to the breathtaking shores of the Blessing Lakes. Enjoy your weekend camping by the lake, boutique camping, in your camper or in our family area. Delight in the delicious and Epicurean food stalls, artisanal coffee, bustling bars and traders. Theatre, poetry, dance, spoken word and a celebration of art in all its forms. There will be music, acts and experience you won't get anywhere else. Like Happy Alone, Mango and Mathman, Jealous of the Birds, Joshua Burnside, Keen Kavanagh, The Scratch, Ye Vagabonds.
The Scratch? Knocking Stocking's unreal, man. Bit too old for that crack now.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
My heart
Time
won't
to
be
get
able
down
to
to
take
your
it.
local Mercedes dealer
Johnny
and ask
Unrings,
about
thanks
test
so much.
driving the new Mercedes.
Thanks everyone for watching the stream as well. We're gonna go for one last go at the fucking. We're gonna try and silver it. But I mean, after that last one, I'm gonna need a lot of practice on this new wheel. A lot of practice.
John, get a grip. You're 38.
Eddie Schlurvine, thanks so much, baby. It's 6:25. Let's do this. Let's do this.
off you a bit of slur, but I rated most of
that last week.
You don't even blame me.
Malt man, cheers, bud.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
Cheers, bud. Yeah, man, really goosed out of it, man. After the DJ sesh back at the Goose Lounge, somebody slipped me something. I was up all fucking night. Whoa! Tell you what. Let's see if we can, let's just have a little look here and see if we can get on our Monaco. Just to go, little cruise around Monaco in a Merc. Yeah, I got Lucy, how are you? Slipped me a cheeky Pro Plus, and I was going buzzing all night, like, you know. Slept on the plane. Somebody woke me up when we got back to Dublin, said you need to get off the plane. There was no one left on it, like, you know. I got a bit ratty. I thought I was actually I was a child back home. I was having a dream that I thought it was my mum waking me up from school. And they was telling me, come on. I was just like, fuck off, man. Fuck off, I want to go back to... I'm not going in today. And she was saying to me, sir, you need to get off the plane. The flight, we're here. I was like, you're not my fucking mom. And she wasn't, and it was a bit of a confusion going on there. I had to apologize. I said, look, I've been awake for fucking 48 hours on the Goose. She understood, and back here anyway. Couldn't miss fucking drive time. Could not miss this for the world, you know. Almost 6 o'clock. Go on. Now, can you practice? Can you practice on Monaco? Suzuka.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
Indy. Rogue. Daytona. Monza. Where the fuck is Monaco, man?
It's almost 6 o'clock. Time to
Matt
get down to your
Salinas,
local
thanks so much, buddy.
Mercedes dealer and ask about test
Shout out to
driving
Mama
your
Duck as well
Mercedes.
from Muttman. Haven't been able to watch many streams, says Salinas. I catch them when I can. Well, thanks so much, buddy. Really nice of you to catch them when you can. Also, you're probably best trying to catch a fucking pension plan while you can. Do you know what I mean?
Celebrate. I just put pen to paper on a new pension deal.
Bye, Pat. Thanks so much.
You should too, John.
City, is it? Rome. Oh, this is the biz. We should go for a little spin around Rome. Monaco, here we go. What am I driving? What am I packing? AMG. A-spec free run. I'm not going to drive the McLaren. I'm just going to fucking go for it in this. Which is basically how it went yesterday. I had it hired as well, and it got to the wee small hours. I was still on the Pro Plus. I took the hired car out into the track. They got the police and the fucking race officials were like, get the fuck off, man. They took the car off me, which was a rental. I was like, hey, it's not even my car. I was like, I don't know what I'm fucking doing. I was in the Gooser last night. I don't know what I'm doing. And the French lad got me in a headlock like that, pushed my head. So he had me in a chokehold. And I was like this. It's almost 6 o'clock, Jared. It's almost fucking 6 o'clock. Blood was pumping into my fucking eyes. I had to spend 2 hours in the cells alongside a load of fucking dodgeballers and the Marseille Mafia. I don't know if you've ever been down to the fucking Côte d'Azur, but it's fucking full of mafia, man. Got out in time for the race anyway, and I was giving Lewis the fucking lowdown, and he was like, what are you like? Let's do this.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
We're going backwards, are we? Oh, no, right. Let's see what we got here. This is my car. This is what I drive all the time. Just a nice, simple cruise. Just get used to the fucking wheel, man. Fuck. Sweet baby Jesus. Pirelli tires. I was on the dog and bone. I was calling up all kinds of people as well. 6 in the morning. I was on the way to the cells, and then I was on the phone. I was ringing everyone like Peter Collins and everyone in RTE. I called up Kylie's bar in Donnybrook, and I was trying to order a takeout from there, carry out, but it was 6 in the morning. Like, you know, there's a few lads playing poker down the back. They say, Conor, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Are you okay? I said, no, I'm not okay. I was on the Pro Plus last night, the Gooser. Just done an Ivan Yates set, and my brain is gooched. Into the tunnel we go! Stick a bit of Yates on into this tunnel. Come on, Yateser.
You haven't legally done so, but in every other way you've done so. And if you're not willing to talk, I think that strike it can have many tones to it. It can be a punishment, and I've certainly seen it used as a punishment.
Punishment!
Where one party would have perceived that the other maybe went a little offside, or maybe did, or was flirty, or was something.
Ivan Yates! No!
All out. Instead, they go into this kind of silent suck. I mean,
silent suck!
When we even, just.
Do you ever go into a silent suck?
It's outrageous of me to say that this is nearly always a female perspective. In other words, Deirdre sometimes.
Deirdre! Did you ever go into a silent suck, Deirdre? Fuck you, man. Firestone.
Guys have a problem.
Yeah.
They'll articulate it, they'll be direct about it, they'll be angry about it, and they'll be blunt about it.
Yeah.
With women, I'm only speaking for Deirdre now, they get a huff, they get it up their nose, and they kind of sulk about
so
it.
True.
Definitely, which could lead to silence.
So true, Ivan.
Is it a female thing?
It's a female thing, Ivan.
Yeah. That it is slightly more female. I think women, if I may say, the example I was giving earlier there actually was a man who went into that sulk for years and years and never, never stopped. So it's not exclusively female. So let's be, I'm not just being PC there. I'm just saying that. But I think that for women, sometimes, and as you say, being a woman myself, I think women sometimes can presume that it's up to your partner to understand you. It's up to him to know what you're thinking and what hurts you. Actually, no. It's up to you to convey it. It's up to you to communicate it. And that's where the silence becomes, I think, useless, pointless, and in many ways utterly unproductive. Nothing gets sorted, nothing gets said, no solutions are offered. And I think that men, this is why I think that men and women can work out very well together, because men are more direct and simplistic, if you like, I say that with the right tone, simplistic in the way they look for solutions. They're focused when they're looking for a solution, and they don't go around it in a very convoluted way. And it's the balance of both that works. So I think that while women have a tendency to be silent, men have that tendency to be more forward and, what's going on here, what's wrong, can we talk? They don't get all stuck in the emotions, and I think that's where that balance can work out very well. So go back to the guy. Let's just go back to the guy.
Okay, yeah.
This guy who's in a marriage, and of course it's not just, so this is a marriage that has gone into silence, and that's what I hear here. And he needs to look at what is going on. Is he being punished? Are there other reasons? Is it possible that this woman in his life feels, because it is a male, as far as I could pick up, that does this woman feel hurt? Is it her way of distancing from him and punishing him? And he needs to work that out. He also needs to ask that question. I would say. I
would have thought that's very obvious, that it's both of those things.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
it's
like going on strike. It's like I'm not cooperating here. I'm not even going to communicate with you. You're not worth communicating with.
Yes.
I'm deeply upset. And what are you going to do to grovel to get out of this one?
Grovel.
Yeah, that's a fair summation.
That's what it's all
well,
about.
I think that's what you're saying. It's a fair summation. You know, it actually is a way of treating somebody with disdain and with no respect, and that's what's behind that. And it's
a pretty nuclear option. Like it's something you can't do every other day.
No, but people do use it a lot.
Yeah.
And I think it's cruel and kind of horrible. And
Ghost.
A little childish.
And a little bit childish in the sulky way.
Ghost in the Machine, guys. Look, that was Monaco anyway. That was drive time for today. We've done it. We did 2 laps of Monaco. We bronzed the Nordschleifer. First day on the wheel. First day behind the wheel of steel. We're getting there. One step at a time. One step at a time. I want to say thanks to everybody who's tuned in today for Drive Time. Back again tomorrow. It's nice. You don't even blame me though. Silence suck. Thanks so much. Back again tomorrow, and yeah, that's it. Really, like not much really else to report. Like just fantastic weekend. Great way to end off the weekend. Sharing the stories with you guys.
Cause celebrate. I just
Ricky.
put pen to paper on a new pension deal from Zurich. You should too, John.
Thanks very much. Yeah, look, we'll jam it up again. We'll jam it up again tomorrow. Could be Wednesday though. Could be Wednesday. The way this is going at the moment. Can't give you a definite on that. Gonna try my best. Don't get me wrong, I'll try my best. But as you've seen there, we need to get this working properly, Only picked her up today. Got off the plane, picked it up, thought I'm gonna drive this baby into next Tuesday. And that's what I'm gonna be doing. So look, from me to you, best of luck. Thanks so much. And remember, it's almost 6 o'clock, and it's never, ever, ever too early to start a Zurich pension plan. Best of luck. Bye-bye.
Yo, shout out to the Hong Kong crew.
Seacastle, is it?
Kowloon City, I'm looking at you.
County Kowloon,
Bring it down fast and heard the Wall City had to go.
Voodoo, man, watch out for the boys.
Here's the flow. Hong Kong City at night. Can you hear me? Are you feeling alright? Do you know how bad it felt to live in Kowloon, looking for the man who killed my father so that I could kill him? Do you?
Voodoo, man.
Hong Kong City by day. Do you like it when I talk to you this way?
Voodoo, man.
You got some nice boats in your river. What do they sell? What can I smell? Wanna go there, but I'm scared and confused.
Voodoo, man.
Confused. When I go on to Skyscanner at night, I look for the best price for a Hong Kong flight. Confused.
There's a language barrier. Do I need to get injections before I go? What about the food? Is it the same as back home in a Chinese that you get here?
Voodoo, man.
Impressive scenery and mountain statues, towns and trees.
Voodoo, man.
I'm confused.
Voodoo, man.
How about you? An urban conurbation pile has from Tanari and Stein. I don't know where I am.
Voodoo,
I
man.
still don't know where I am.
Voodoo, man.
Shout out to all the Kowloon crew. All the boys out in the swimming pool. All the girls out there in the river. On the back of a shipping container. Going out to Florida.
Go and check the stock. Go and check the stock. Check the windows. Yeah, barley, is it? Yeah, give barley enough. Maybe, yeah. Maybe, yeah. I think it's called voodoo.
The sign of mesmerize is barley.
Yeah, barley, is it?